Well, hello there. Good morning. This is my third attempt to get this video done. My apologies. Today is the daily for Tuesday, April 20th, 2021. So what this is going to be about today is, yes, we are going to do a forecast. True. We definitely are going to do a forecast. But I'm going to just do the forecast for the energy of the day. Okay? I want to try something a little bit different, and I'll keep working this and tweaking this until it works perfectly to where it feels good to me. What I want you to understand is that today's energy is definitely talking about how maybe somebody is making a sacrifice for somebody. Somebody's definitely going out of their way. They're going above and beyond. They're trying to get something accomplished, but yet at the same time, it's not about themselves. They're doing it for someone else. For some of you, it feels like you have definitely learned a lot of lessons with integrity. So the energy for today talks about learning a lot of lessons with integrity. I also feel like for some of you, you may have gained a new perspective on something. Also, too, some of you may be still focusing on that rear view mirror, things from your past, things from a situation that maybe no longer are making sense to you, but at the same time, even though you've walked away or let something go or somebody walked away, either way, you're still taking glimpses here and there in your rearview mirror, wondering, should I or should I not get back involved with somebody or something from my past? Well, who knew, right? Who knew that you were going to be at this point where you are right now in your life, where you're kind of wondering what to do. You're kind of wondering, well, who's around? You're kind of wondering, well, what can I do to keep myself occupied or busy? What can I do as far as getting back in a relationship? Some of you are fighting your demons or demonics or interest or something here. There's some of you who are dealing with somebody who's been maybe a little bit exhausting for you, somebody who's created a lot of changes in you, somebody who may have kept you from following through the church or being in the church or following your religion or doing what you normally would do. For some of you, a lot of prayer is definitely necessary. I also feel like there is energy here that has to talk about confidence. So for some of you, there is a need to build up your confidence or do something in confidence to get something set up or settled. I also feel like for some of you, within the next week or so, you may want to within the next week get something into proper alignment, get something ready for something, prepare something. I don't know what's coming up that you're going to be preparing for, but there's something that you're definitely wanting to get prepared for. Now here we are, I'm not only even 3 minutes into this reading, and again, this is all about the energy for today. So for some of you, it might be something that goes beyond your wildest imagination. There may be something that feels like it's holding you up or keeping you from it or not allowing something to flow or filter through the way that it should. For some of you, it's almost like you're trying to be very obedient in a certain kind of way, trying to follow a certain protocol maybe. For some of you, it could be practicing. It's like you're practicing, trying to be content, or you're trying to show contentment. For some of you, you may be very destructive in your behaviors right now. You might be self-sabotaging, or you might be doing things, it may be addictions, or it may be drugs or drinking, or something that's not healthy for you, or maybe you're diabetic and you're eating tons of sugar. Whatever it is that you're doing that's working against you, it has to come to an end quickly. Something needs to change. Not because of any other reason or for any other person, but for yourself. Something has got to change here. There's also going to be an allowance. So there's either going to be money given or there's going to be something paid. You're either going to get it or you're going to pay it. So it depends on who I'm talking to. Money's going to either be given or money's going to be paid. So mostly for the forecast for today. Today's forecast is definitely a complicated forecast. It will have some sunshine. It will have clouds that will go by. It will have a little bit of an overcast. It will definitely stay to a mild temperature during the day, but also will go down to very chilly in the evening. So it feels like what that means is that people may come in and out of your life today. There might be a little bit of stagnation for some of you. Somebody may not know when it's time to leave or go home. Somebody may be wearing out their welcome. You may be tired of hearing somebody talking. Maybe it's me. God, who knows? Could be anybody at your job. But you're like, you know what? Enough already. Say what you need to say and be done with it. For some of you, the number 3 or 33 is really important. I don't know what that's about. For some of you, Tennessee is really important. For some of you, Texas is really important. For some of you, Australia is really important. For some of you, it could be India. That's really important. For some of you, it's also North Carolina or South Carolina that feels like it's important to you. So whether you're going to have communication from somebody who lives in one of these places. Also, I'm hearing Chicago and I'm hearing California. So there's a whole lot going on here. And I hear Naples. So that's Florida, right? Somebody in Naples, Florida. So there is a lot of things happening. There's a lot of things going around the clock. Means energy is constantly moving. It's moving. It's moving. So what I'm going to start off today with is a card from the tarot deck. I want a message on what today's energy kind of speaks about. So you know what came up is the Seven of Swords. So with this Seven of Swords, it feels like a lot of you may be taking something and running with it. A lot of you may have dealt with a thief, somebody who came into your life, maybe took what they wanted from you, and then they left. For some of you, this could be an ex-partner who returned back, came back only enough time to sleep with you or whatever, have a good time, and now they're gone. For some of you, this is somebody who's not quite sure whether they're ever going to return or whether they want to go somewhere. For some of you, this is somebody who may have moved and now they came back to get a few more things. This also could be somebody who's not completely finished with a relationship yet. When you look a little bit closer to this card, when you look a little closer, it feels like for some of you, there could be some openings getting ready to invite you in. There could be a job opening. There could be some security here. There also could be somebody who is representing something. Somebody may be getting a citizenship here as well. There also shows energy of people gathering together, as you can see in this picture. It also shows that some of you may be outside, barbecuing, cooking, taking time to enjoy family. Trying to hold this so that you can see. Sometimes the camera will zoom in really good, but you can see in the background on the left there that there's definitely people spending some time. I can't get it to show you really good. I'm trying really hard. There you go. So you can see them sitting at the table. You can also see they may have a fishing pole there. Somebody may be out, like I said, at a gathering, hanging out with family. For some of you, this energy also speaks about looking back on something and not sure whether you should have left or not. Looking back and seeing if you forgot anything. For some of you, it's about having regrets about walking away from somebody or somebody walking away from you. There's definitely some energy here that talks about somebody's not really sure of what it is they're doing. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's cheating or lying. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. The next card that's going to come up for today's energy, and again, this is for all of you. The card that comes up is the High Priestess. So definitely trusting your intuition is really important. So today's energy and messages talk about trusting your intuition. For some of you, it's kind of like you want to believe something, but you know the difference. You want to come to a conclusion about something, but theoretically, you may not really believe what it is that you see or what you've heard. For some of you, you might have gotten to the point where you're starting to realize what God's purpose was. You're starting to realize that things are starting to work in your life, even though you thought they were falling apart, they're actually falling together. For some of you, there's definitely something forming here. There's a purpose that is shaping here. You're not understanding why something happened. You're not understanding why you had to go through what you went through. For some of you, you're not understanding what all this means, and I get it. But be still just a little bit longer, because your destiny is definitely waiting for you. It already knows exactly what you need. It also knows what you don't need. It's also weeding out the people that you don't need anymore in your life, and it's bringing people in slowly, one at a time, that need to be in your life to get you to the next level. See, there's different people who, kind of like a play, there's different people who come in for different scenes. And which scene are you on in your life right now? For some of you, you're just knocking something around or kicking something around trying to figure something out, but things are definitely going to work in your favor. Things are going to be much better very soon. I know you can feel the energy of something stirring. You know something's being created. You know something is definitely moving. And this is definitely going to allow you to have a new sense of something, a new sense of pride, a new sense of self-respect. Something that you're going to be experiencing from the inside, and it's going to show on the outside. It's going to show that you now feel that you are favored, that you are loved, that you are wanted, and very much so needed. For a lot of you, don't carry this resentment in your heart. Don't carry fear. Don't carry worry, because all of that won't serve you at all. So this is pretty much what I have for your daily for today. It's a little bit different, it is. But I also want to be reaching out to you guys. I'd also like to do this afternoon, if you are interested in getting a mini read. You know my mini-minis are $80 a piece. So please sign up now after you've heard this message, because by 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing mini reads. They are $80. Put your question in the payment through PayPal. So I look forward to that. I know you guys haven't seen me a lot on here. I did have a death in the family. I've been going through a lot of things with family, trying to make things happen and work out. I also had my car towed yesterday, which wasn't a great thing. So that's back in the shop. So a lot of things are going crazy right now, but everything will work out. As I said, things happen for a reason, but this too shall pass. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, stay true to yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Don't allow somebody to make you feel less than, ever. Ever. Because you're always more than enough. So with that being said, we love you here at H&G. Thank you again for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You are truly valued in my heart. And I will talk to you all very soon.